Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this live edition of the Autistic SuperBlog's The Hot Take. As I mentioned before in previous videos, I am going to be doing some movie reviews, hopefully in 2023, and I hope to get your thoughts on what you think I should be checking out. Um, this one's going to be a little bit different. I had planned to do this one earlier this year. Obviously, with everything going on, it didn't go on like that. But I wanted to kind of get an idea. I mean, I wanted to do something like this because I felt for me it was long overdue, and I wanted to get this done before, after, at least during the Christmas season, because I feel like this particular movie that I'm about to tell you guys about, Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas, um, takes all of the worst things of all the bad movies I've seen and just makes it even worse. I mean, I have to be honest. Now, I will say this: this is only my opinion, and this is how I feel about the review. I wanted to give it a fair review, but I also wanted to give it a Catholic review because I am a Roman Catholic. I just wanted to kind of I don't have any screen jabs of any of the of any of them of any of Saving Christmas. But I did jot some notes down just to kind of give an idea of what the movie's all about. If I could describe if I could describe this movie in one word outside of horrible, it would be pretentious because everything about the movie, the characters, the message, everything about it just feels like it's very pretentious. Like you have you have the author himself, Kirk Cameron, who comes around as smug, skewed, um, and a very bad Catholic in a way. Because yes, he gets the point across about his message of Christmas, but he doesn't get the right message across. He feels the need to exclude people, but not bring others in by what he's by by how he's doing it. And I'll give you a bit of an example of this. A Charlie Brown Christmas, one of the my all-time favorite Christmas movie, um, has Charlie Brown having a problem about the Christmas spirit and about having the commercialism of the Christmas spirit. And instead of letting it get him down, he figures out that he could still enjoy the Christmas season, but also be okay with the commercialism, but not to the extent that Saving Christmas does. Saving Christmas is all about excess. It's all about bad stewardship. It's all about a paper thin plot that seems to focus on only American themes or American feelings of of the Christmas holiday without realizing the universality of it. Um, there was one there was one point in the movie where where Kirk Cameron talks about Christmas and trees, and instead of mentioning the right answer, which would have been Germany, which is where Christmas trees originated from, he goes to Genesis. It's a it's a leap, but I just kind of feel like it's skewed. Like there's the wrong there's a wrong motivation to it. That there's a wrong that there wasn't a lot of attention to detail given to the actual ideas of the movie of any holiday movie. Like I can mention another one, Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights. Yes, there is story to it, but there's also, if you catch it, there's also thoughts about the Hanukkah miracle or the miracle of Maccabees. My point to bring that up is that both a Charlie Brown Christmas and and Eight Crazy Nights borrow from the same feeling of hope and all that, but to do it in the best way possible, where it's not taken away from the story. Whereas with Saving Christmas, it's a paper thin plot that has absolutely that's almost 90% fluff. I mean, it's all about it's all about pushing one view of Christmas, the American version of Christmas, without getting into all the traditions that go into it, like like the Christmas trees, which are from Germany. Um, if you knew about this, you would know that there are other traditions when it comes to the Christmas season that come from all over the world, because Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and I'll get to those too in a second, because they'll come into another point. Um, all come from all come from world customs, all come from world traditions, much like Halloween, Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos. Both come from the same idea, and both come from the same idea, but they also come from a different part of the world, in Mexico, and in the Spanish-speaking countries. Saving Christmas kind of excludes everything about that. I got the feeling when I was watching it that, if you're talking to if you're talking to a Roman Catholic who's watching this for the first time, which I was, you just kind of get the wrong message. You get the feeling that Kirk Cameron is a few sandwiches sort of a picnic, or is the wrong person for an intervention. It feels like it's pretentious. And there's an African American in the movie that just, for me personally, just got on my nerves. Like that he couldn't. I'm a good talker myself, and I could also listen as well. But this individual just hopped from one place to another. He was like a frog. He went from place to place, topic to topic, without any kind of change to it, or finding out that someone didn't listen, or someone was preoccupied with something else. Which gets to another point that I want to bring up. when they do the cups up um part of the film, and it all talks about war on Christmas. And it all talks about three words: war on Christmas. I have three more words to say about that: inclusion of holidays. Because you also have to remind yourself that while Christmas is going on, Hanukkah and Kwanzaa are 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 in the same timeline of the holiday season. So I felt that was kind of a little pretentious, but then again, saving Christmas is all about pretentiousness. Um, it just kind of felt really like it was paper thin, and it really kind of brought the wrong kind of idea when it comes to the Christmas spirit. If you want to talk about the Christmas spirit, I could talk of a lot of other people. I could talk about Pope Francis, about how he's helping Catholics all over the world feel like they're united in our faith, and feel like they're doing more with less. I remember in Pope Francis's papacy, which is going on right now at the time of this video's recording, that he was all about mercy. That he's all about mercy. That he's all about being about showing what the poor about showing the poor that you can be welcomed in. That you do matter. And that's kind of like the takeaway I get from Pope Francis. He's one of those. He's a pope, but he's also someone that backs up everything he does by his actions. If I were to do Saving Christmas by the same token, those actions would feel pretentious, and he would feel kind of out of place in the Christmas spirit. It's not about materialism as much saving Christmas is all about materialism. That's pretty much the idea. What Christmas should always be about is about welcoming others in, kind of being the family that they didn't know they had, feeling that people do matter and their problems matter and their lives matter and hope matters too, which is kind of the reason why the light is a focal point of Christmas. So, with that being said, I just wanted to say these are just my opinions. I just want to repeat them over and over again, just to make sure everyone's aware of that. Um, if you like this video, check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. And you can check me out, and you can check out all these videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Stay safe, stay strong, be of good cheer, and as always, shine on.